Greetings, nerds. Today, we are speedrunning Silksong in Steel Soul in VR. We're just going to see how well all of that stacks. I've never completed a Steel Soul run. Oh my god. Which way am I going even? Never completed a Steel Soul run. Over and drop down part. Oh no, this is the mushroom fight. Okay. Right. I remember where we are now. So then we keep going. Yep, we go past these guys. I remember this. Alright. So I've had this idea for way too long. Oh, nope. I stunned myself. Pretty sure I go left here. And then I go past cloth. I think I feel bad going past cloth. I'm gonna grab a little extra geo. And we're gonna see if we can pick up a couple of extra mask shards, maybe. This time. Whoops. Where are we going? We're going down here. And then normally Hornet would tease us that way, but we're gonna go this way. Collect geo. I don't think I can do this, but here we go. Oh, nope. Oof. Never gotten that. I don't know why I tried. I should just keep trying. That's fine. I can try once. It's not glass soul. It's running quite reliably. Frame rates have been in the green the whole time. Oh crud, what is this route? So we go... Mushroom guy, down. I don't remember... Yeah, we don't go all the way down here. We have to go left... here. We have to not open up that gate. That's what I did wrong the other time. Get this with the dash. Right. Not gonna try to do that fancy skippy thing this time either. Keep this a little simpler. Just that was better. Okay. Taking the Mantis Claw. Press A while sliding against a wall to jump again. Jump from wall to reach new areas. God, I haven't played this game in so long. Oh, there it is. God, it was like an itch I needed to scratch. That Mantis Claw. Oof. I don't know if we need all this geo. We have a drop down now. And go back over and out like this. Oh god. Ooh, spicy. The layers are all working really great. I'm kind of surprised. Might as well, I guess, for the geo later. Sell. Grab that Wanderer's Journal. I don't see why not. Ooh, oh yeah, that was this is not Silk Song. I don't have Claw Line. Right. I think this is the right way. Yeah, up and then follow Hornet. Right. This is the exit for that. Up. Oh god. Cool. Now we're back on the narrative path and following Hornet, but we have Claw. No, but I don't need it. Not bad. Whew. God, this looks so good. Oh, it looks so good in VR. Oh, this is so fun. All right. These guys. Jesus. Oh, I should have gone through that part slower. I shouldn't be in speedrunner mode for that. That just look too good. The scaling is trippy, but I kind of like it. So this is the version that I reworked back from using the... I was doing this goofy Z scaling thing to try to get the perspective lines right, and it just went wonky and kept just pulling things way out of whack. It would like pull them closer as I tried to make them bigger. It was definitely sloppily implemented. I should have done the geometry a little more proper. It wouldn't have been that hard. But instead, I backtracked that, and then I ballparked to get my little hourglass sort of shape. So right now, to my left and down is the actual screen view, and I can glance over there, and I can see the frames dropping into the yellow. The visibility isn't great. I should just crank that font size up. I should just fill the screen with that. Why not? And then I love how the UI pops to the left, and then I have this frame that is the game, but then this backing frame and the in-betweens, it's got an hourglassy sort of like closer to you is wider in your view, but then it all softens, get wider again. Anyway, I'm very happy with that. Oh, I should say I had a quarrel. Gotta stop and appreciate the view for a second. That's true. Man. Alright, he does the triple slashy thing. There was that timing. Alright, so we're coming. Down to the bench and then to the nail upgrade. A little protrudy, mushroomy bits. There is a disconnect with this fence here and the doubling of that barrel thing. This is looking perfect. Oh, I love the way he throws his nail. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Alright. Yeah, that nail is disconnected and hovering back there. Nail upgrade. Have you brought me another nail to be honed? Leave it on the ground and return later if you're still breathing. Oh, I thought you were someone else. After a nailsmith, are you? Well, you found one. Not much for talk. But if it's a nail that needs repair, then you've come to the right bug. Your own nail is in quite a sorry state. It's obviously not one of mine. Still, anything can be refined with enough effort and skill, even that broken blade. If you'd like, I can reforge your nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly. Why can't I just buy one of like the billion you have laying around if you're so cool and good? Just like, give me a good one. Don't like fix this bullshit. I love this game. Alright. So, let's fidget with settings for a minute here. 1 and 7 are going to give me... So this would be a linear spacing per layer. Which the close stuff was too close and the far stuff wasn't far enough. So I can rescale them all so the main layer stays static. And the UI gets a little closer to that, but then the background gets far farther. So it's that 1 to 7 control here. The 2 to 8 control is just the literal distance between what should be the closest layer and you, but obviously that's being scaled by the 1 to 7 thing, so that number is squishy. So I gave this a little bit of extra range, so if you want to like sit all the way within it, you can, and like get up and see the detail. You can just like scoot yourself all the way forward. So that is my 2 to 8 number pad control. My 3 and my 9. What was the 391? Oh, that was just... Yeah, the literal distance between layers, which, again, is being scaled. And then I have a generic width control, which is plus and minus. Plus making everything wider by 1/10 of a meter. And minus the opposite. So that's just the width of everything, just XY. And then divide and multiply changes just the upscaling of the distant layers. So that for all, each of them were exactly the same dimensions in VR, it would look like this. Actually, I'll turn off 1/7 scaling too. So this would be completely flat. Now this UI element to me is way up here. and that's just too exaggerated. And then each of these layers is equidistant. But again, I am going to squish the closer stuff closer to the center plane and the farther stuff farther away with 1 to 7. And then I'm going to use 2 and 8 to bounce myself forward and back. Or bounce that whole thing forward and back, really, because this is still staying static when I do that. Yeah, so I can bounce that whole framework forward and back with 2 and 8. Yeah. 3 and 9 is the average distance per layer being scaled. Plus minus is the whole width. And then we will upscale that. So we could get those backgrounds to line up. And I could scale this correctly, but I do like the visual hourglass there. And I like the background extending farther. I might just scooch it farther away from me. Oh, I should pause. For the sake of the timer, oof. Yeah, that floating part is obnoxiously disconnected with that camera angle. Oh, as soon as the camera slid down, that looked way better. Obviously not great, but better. Whoops, I should not have stunned myself. That was silly. Oh, he's floating in the background awkwardly too. Whoops. I'm even going the right way. I'm supposed to save and quit anyway. All right, up to the Hollow Knight seal. Jerk. Oh, no. Oh, the shading there was, more weird shading. Oh, brutal. No.
Son, Gian, Velmi Ardred.
There's a weird part in the ceiling that's hovering there.
Son, Gian, Velmi Ardred. Alpal, Velmi Ardred. War's son, Gian. Velmi Ardred.
Well, at least I can do that. I got my hair in my eye. Ugh. Or my cat's hair or something. Wow. Alright. can go straight right from here, right? It's down and then right? Yeah. Lem. So funny to me that it's not worth it to get that geo chest that's like right there. I'm normally quite perceptive. You I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth. You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of two voids. It's no surprise, then, that you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In doing, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If, knowing that truth, you would still accept a role in Hollownest's perpetuation? Perpetuation? Seek the grave in ash, and the mark it would grant to one like you. That was the line I was looking for. Seek the grave in ash, and the mark it would grant to one like you.